All right, so you ready to take a look at this Coin Central thing?
Yeah, let's dive in.
I mean, it's gotten some buzz.
Yeah, definitely seen it making the rounds.
People are talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of big claims.
For sure.
Free Bitcoin, free Ethereum,
Using AI.
AI mining.
Right from your phone.
Like my old phone.
Yeah, theoretically.
The one I haven't turned on since like 2012.
Well, maybe not that old.
Okay, so maybe not that old. But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Like using your old devices
Yeah.
that you have just sitting around.
Like turning them into Bitcoin making machines.
Exactly. That's straight from their website.
Big claims.
And we've got this review from a guy, Tony.
Okay.
He says he made over $1,200 in a week using it.
Wow.
I know, right?
If that's true, sign me up.
Yeah, seriously. We could all retire early.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Right.
It definitely plays into that fantasy that,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
that a lot of people have.
Yeah.
Striking it rich with crypto.
Without needing to be like a tech genius or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, or risk a ton of money.
Right.
I mean, that's the dream.
Right, for sure.
But
Thanks.
but before we all rush out and download this thing,
Yeah.
we need to figure out if this is the real deal or just another one of those too good to be true situations.
I couldn't agree more.
Like, is this legit or are they just hyping it up?
Right.
Tony's review is definitely enthusiastic.
But we need to look beyond the hype.
Exactly. We got to be smart about this.
So how does this AI mining actually work?
Yeah, like, can your phone actually mine Bitcoin?
Is it really possible to turn your old smartphone into a Bitcoin making machine?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, I'm picturing my old flip phone from like 2005 suddenly churning out Bitcoin. It just doesn't compute.
Well, think of it this way. Bitcoin mining,
Yeah.
it basically involves solving these complex math problems.
Yeah.
And traditionally, that's done with powerful computers.
Yeah, like those giant mining farms you hear about.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
But Coin Central,
Mm-hmm.
they claim their AI can find shortcuts,
Okay.
making the process more efficient
Interesting.
and accessible to devices with less power.
Less processing power.
Right.
Okay, so theoretically, AI could boost efficiency.
Yeah.
In theory.
But does that really mean my grandma's old laptop can compete with those giant mining farms?
That's the million-dollar question.
I mean, I have my doubts.
It's important to be realistic about the potential limitations, for sure.
Yeah.
We really need to dig deeper into how this works.
There's technical stuff.
Exactly, to understand if CoinCentral's AI is truly revolutionary or just clever marketing.
Mm-hmm. And that brings us to another point.
Okay.
The cost.
Right.
This whole thing is advertised as free.
Yeah, free Bitcoin.
Right.
Free Ethereum.
But then you read Tony's review,
Uh-huh.
and he mentions these OTOs,
Oh, yes.
one-time offers.
The classic upsell.
So it turns out the basic version of Coin Central is only $9.
Right.
But they offer all these extra packages.
With names like unlimited AI mining campaigns,
Done for you mining campaigns.
ranging from $27 to $97 RS.
It's giving very much like infomercial vibes. But wait, there's more.
Right.
So are these OTOs really essential?
That's what we need to find out.
Or are they just trying to get more money out of users
Yeah, or are they just milking it?
who are maybe a little too eager?
Yeah, caught up in the hype.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a key question.
Yeah, if CoinCentral can really generate profits,
With just the basic app,
right?
why push all these expensive add-ons?
That's what I'm saying.
It does make you wonder.
It feels a bit like those free-to-play mobile games
Oh, yeah.
that are always bombarding you with microtransactions.
You can play for free,
Mhm.
but if you want to really succeed,
You got to pay up.
yeah.
It's a classic tactic.
Oh, yeah,
And it's definitely something to keep in mind as we evaluate CoinCentral.
for sure.
Got to separate the genuine potential from the marketing hype.
Absolutely.
And those screenshots
Yeah.
of Tony making $1,200 a week.
Very tempting.
Oh, yeah. Super tempting.
Easy to get caught up in the excitement.
Like, sign me up.
But remember, those
Yeah.
are just individual testimonials.
Yeah.
We have no way to verify if they're real.
Good point.
Tony could be an affiliate marketer,
What's that?
getting a cut of every sale he drives
So he gets paid.
for every person he convinces to sign up.
Interesting.
So even if some people are making money with Coin Central,
It's not a guarantee.
that everyone will.
Right.
And even if it's not an outright scam,
There are still risks.
oh, absolutely.
Like what?
Think about security.
Oh, yeah.
Giving an app access to your device.
And your information.
especially financial information.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Especially with cryptocurrency.
Where security breaches can be disastrous.
Exactly.
It makes you wonder,
Yeah.
what kind of data is this app collecting? And how secure is it, really?
Important question.
And even beyond the data security.
There are broader questions
Like what?
about the impact of AI on cryptocurrency.
So like what happens if this technology actually works?
Exactly.
And everyone starts using AI to mine crypto?
What does it mean for the value of Bitcoin and Ethereum?
Could it disrupt the entire market?
Potentially.
Wow.
These are big questions.
That we need to unpack.
We've only just scratched the surface.
So for those of you listening, stay tuned as we delve deeper into the potential risks, the technical complexities, and the broader implications of AI-powered crypto mining.
This is just the tip of the iceberg.
We'll be back
with more after the break.
All right, welcome back to our deep dive into Coin Central.
Glad to be back.
So we've uncovered some interesting stuff so far.
Definitely.
Some big claims.
Yeah, and some potential red flags.
Exactly.
We need to be careful.
Now I think it's time to dig into the technical stuff.
Yeah, good idea.
Like, how does this AI mining actually work?
Right, we've been talking about it in a general sense.
Yeah.
But what's really going on under the hood?
Yeah, I'm still a little fuzzy on the details.
Sure.
Like, does the AI actually solve the math problems?
Good question.
Or is it doing something else?
It's not as simple as you might think.
Okay.
There are a few ways AI could be applied to crypto mining.
Okay.
One possibility is that the AI is analyzing market data.
Okay.
Identifying the most profitable coins to mine at any given moment.
So it's like constantly switching between different coins.
Yeah, to maximize returns.
So kind of like a super smart stockbroker.
Exactly.
But for crypto mining.
Right.
Interesting.
It could also be optimizing the mining process itself.
Okay, so.
Like making calculations more efficient.
Right.
Or finding ways to reduce energy consumption.
Okay, that makes sense.
So there are a lot of possibilities.
But even with those optimizations, can a regular phone really compete with those dedicated mining rigs?
That's a great question.
Those things are like mini supercomputers.
They're beasts.
Yeah, exactly.
And even if Coin Central's AI is super efficient, there are still limitations to the hardware.
Right.
It's like having the best race car driver in the world,
Okay.
but putting them in a beat-up old car.
They're not going to win.
Exactly.
So those claims about turning your old devices into Bitcoin-making machines might be stretching the truth a bit.
It's possible you could earn some small amounts,
Yeah.
but it's unlikely to be a significant income.
Especially when you consider the cost of electricity.
Right, that's a factor too.
And let's not forget about those OTOs.
Yes. The upsell.
The extra packages they try to sell you.
That promise to boost your earnings.
It makes you wonder if the basic app is so effective.
Yeah.
Why do they need to push all these additional purchases?
Right.
Like they're saying, sure, you can mine for free, but if you want to really hit the jackpot,
you need to upgrade.
Yeah, to the deluxe package or whatever.
Exactly.
The classic marketing tactic.
For sure.
And something to be wary of. And speaking of things to be wary of,
what's that?
We need to talk about security.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Giving an app access to your device is a big deal.
Especially when it's dealing with cryptocurrency.
Right. You're basically giving it access to your money.
In a way.
So what can our listeners do to protect themselves?
Well, first off, make sure you're downloading Coin Central from a legitimate app store,
Sure.
not some random website.
Right.
Look for reviews. Check the developer's reputation.
Okay.
And be wary of any app that asks for too many permissions.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You don't want to give away more information than you need to.
Exactly.
It's easy to get caught up in the excitement.
Oh, yeah, the potential profits.
But we can't forget about basic online safety.
Right. Always good advice. Yeah.
Now, let's zoom out a bit
Okay.
and talk about the bigger picture.
The bigger picture.
What are the broader implications of AI-powered crypto mining?
Like for the whole crypto world.
Exactly.
Right.
If this technology is truly effective and it scales.
Meaning more people start using it.
Right.
Yeah.
It could have a major impact on the cryptocurrency landscape.
Wow.
Imagine a world where anyone with a smartphone could potentially mine crypto.
That would change everything.
It could.
What would happen to the value of Bitcoin and Ethereum?
That's the big question.
Could we see a surge in supply?
Possibly.
And a drop in prices?
It's definitely a possibility.
Wow.
And that could have ripple effects throughout the entire financial system.
Like what kind of ripple effects?
Well, for one,
Yeah.
governments might start to get involved.
Oh, yeah, regulation.
They might try to regulate this technology.
Especially if they see it as a threat.
Exactly.
To their control over currency.
It's definitely something to watch closely.
So it's like the Wild West out there right now.
In a way.
Exciting?
Yeah.
But also a little scary.
For sure.
So for our listener, what does all this mean for their decision about Coin Central?
Well, I think it comes down to balancing the potential rewards with the potential risks.
Right.
On the one hand,
Yeah.
if Coin Central works as advertised,
Mm-hmm.
it could be an opportunity to get involved in crypto
Yeah.
with minimal investment.
Right.
But on the other hand,
There are the security concerns, the sustainability issues.
the long-term impact of the technology.
Yeah. It's a lot to consider.
It is.
There are no guarantees in crypto.
Absolutely not.
And this AI mining thing is still uncharted territory.
It's a gamble.
So approach it with caution.
Do your research.
Yeah.
And be prepared to adapt.
Because things can change quickly.
That's the nature of the game.
All right, so we've covered the technical stuff, the security concerns,
The big picture.
and the potential risks.
It's a lot to take in.
But I think it's important to be informed.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power.
Now, there's one more thing I want to talk about.
Okay, what's that?
Those user testimonials.
Ah, yes. The glowing reviews.
People claiming to have made a fortune with Coin Central.
It's tempting to believe them.
I know, right?
But we need to be critical.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of their stories sound too good to be true.
Like the guy who paid off his student loans in a month.
Just by running Coin Central on his old laptop.
It's like, come on.
It's important to remember that these testimonials are often cherry-picked.
Meaning they only show you the good stuff.
Exactly. They don't show you the people who didn't make any money.
Or lost money.
Right.
It's like those weight loss ads.
Oh, yeah.
With the before and after photos.
They make it look so easy.
Yeah. They never show you the people who didn't lose any weight.
Or who gained it all back.
Exactly.
It's all about presenting the most favorable data.
To create a compelling narrative.
Right. To make you believe it really works.
So how can our listener cut through the hype
Good question.
and get a more realistic picture of what to expect?
Well, first of all, don't rely solely on testimonials.
Okay.
Look for independent reviews,
Okay.
articles, analyses from reputable sources.
So not just the stuff on Coin Central's website.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Try to find discussions on forums or social media
Yeah.
where people are sharing their actual experiences.
Both good and bad.
Exactly. You want to see the full picture.
Good advice.
It's all about getting a balanced perspective.
And not just buying into the marketing hype.
Precisely.
And keep in mind, even if some people are making money with Coin Central.
Doesn't mean you will too.
Right. It's not a guarantee.
Your results will depend on a lot of factors.
Like what?
Your hardware, your energy costs,
Yeah.
the overall market conditions.
So it's not a magic bullet.
Not at all.
You can't just download the app and expect to get rich.
I'm afraid not.
There's no such thing as a guaranteed return.
Especially with cryptocurrency.
All right, so we've talked about the testimonials
Yeah.
and the importance of independent research.
Always a good idea.
Now, I want to shift gears one last time
Okay.
and talk about something that's been on my mind,
What's that?
the ethical side of this.
Ah,
AI-powered crypto mining.
okay.
Like, what are the potential consequences?
That's a good question.
Not just for us.
But for the world.
Exactly.
It's important to think about the bigger picture.
On the one hand,
Yeah.
this technology could make crypto mining more accessible.
To more people.
Yeah, like anyone with a smartphone could participate.
That could be huge for financial inclusion.
Right, could level the playing field.
Give people more opportunities
Yeah.
who previously didn't have access.
But on the other hand,
There's the potential for inequality.
what if only people with the latest devices can really benefit?
That's a possibility.
Could widen the gap between the haves and the have-nots.
It could.
And what about the environmental impact?
Ah, yes. That's a big one.
Crypto mining already uses a lot of energy.
A lot of energy.
And if AI makes mining more widespread
Could we see a surge in demand?
and more carbon emissions,
It's a concern.
that's a scary thought.
Especially with climate change.
We need to be mindful of that.
Absolutely. We need sustainable solutions.
So for our listener trying to make sense of all this,
Yeah.
what's the takeaway?
I think it comes down to informed decision-making.
Okay.
Don't just jump on the bandwagon.
Because it sounds exciting.
Exactly. Do your research.
Weigh the pros and cons
And be aware of the potential impact
on yourself.
and the world around you.
It's a big decision.
It is.
And technology is a powerful tool.
It can be used for good or for bad.
It's up to us to use it wisely.
And ethically.
We need to shape the future of finance in a way that benefits everyone,
I agree.
not just a select few.
It's about creating a more just and sustainable future.
Well said.
I think we've covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah, we have.
Let's move on to the final part,
Okay.
where we'll distill everything we've learned and offer some practical advice.
Okay, so we've gone through a lot with this Coin Central.
Yeah, we've really dug deep.
Explored the hype, the tech, the risks, pretty much everything.
Tried to cover it all.
So now for the big question.
Yeah. The moment of truth.
Is this thing legit?
Is this AI-powered crypto mining app the real deal?
Or just another scam?
Well, it's tough to say for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's somewhere in between.
Okay, in between.
There's definitely potential, but there are also some serious risks.
It's kind of a mixed bag.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
So for our listeners out there,
yeah,
let's recap the key takeaways.
Good idea.
First off, Coin Central claims to use AI to make crypto mining more efficient, more accessible.
Right.
They say you can earn Bitcoin and Ethereum using everyday devices.
Your phone, your laptop.
Right, stuff you already have.
Exactly.
And the basic app is pretty cheap.
Only $9.
But then there are those OTOs.
The upsells.
Right, the extra packages they try to sell you.
With promises of bigger profits.
Yeah, and that's where I start to get skeptical.
It's understandable.
Like, if the basic app is so great...
why do you need all these extra features?
Exactly.
It makes you wonder if they're just trying to milk it.
Take advantage of people who are excited about the idea.
Yeah, maybe a little too eager.
So what about the potential benefits?
Well, if Coin Central delivers on its promises, it could be a relatively easy way to get into crypto.
Okay.
Especially for people who are new to it.
Yeah, who don't know much about mining or trading.
Exactly.
It could be a good starting point.
The idea of automated mining is definitely appealing.
Set it and forget it.
But it's important to remember that no investment is without risk.
Right.
And crypto is notoriously volatile.
Yeah, the price can go up and down like crazy.
It's a roller coaster.
And even if the technology works...
there's still the security issue.
Right. Giving an app access to your device...
your data.
Potentially your financial information.
Yeah, that's a big concern.
Especially with all the hacks and scams out there.
It's a risky world.
So what's the bottom line?
I think it comes down to this.
Okay.
Do your research. Weigh the potential benefits against the potential risks.
Okay.
And be prepared to adapt.
Because things change quickly in the crypto world.
Yeah, it's constantly evolving.
So it seems like a good idea today.
Might not be so good tomorrow.
Okay, so no easy answers.
I'm afraid not.
But it's important to be informed.
Absolutely.
And make your decisions carefully.
Now let's take a step back for a moment.
Okay.
Think about the bigger picture.
Okay, the big picture.
AI-powered crypto mining.
Yeah.
What if it really takes off?
What if everyone starts using it?
It could change everything.
Wow.
The value of cryptocurrencies, government regulations, new economic models.
It's a lot to think about.
It's a whole new world.
Exciting.
And a little bit scary.
Definitely.
Is the nature of innovation.
It disrupts things.
Forces us to adapt.
To think differently.
And that's not always a bad thing.
So as we wrap things up here, one final thought.
Okay.
Technology is powerful.
Extremely powerful.
But it's up to us.
To use it wisely.
Ethically.
To make sure it benefits humanity.
And not the other way around.
It's our responsibility.
So to all our listeners out there.
Yeah.
Stay informed, stay curious, and stay engaged.
Keep learning, keep exploring.
The future of finance is being written right now.
And we all have a role to play.
That's it for this episode of The Deep Dive.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you next time.